So that's how I choose my second shooters. That was the first question. The second question was, there's kind of a lot of stuff circulating right now on the internet about, like, amongst photographers about inspiration and where do you get your inspiration from. And it's been interesting to read some of the things that other people have said. Inspiration and style is such a, like, not concrete idea, you know? It's very figurative. It's different for everybody. It's not just one blanket rule. So as far as me, I get my inspiration from other photos, from magazines, from movies, as weird as that sounds, from music videos, just anything where there are people interacting. I have been inspired by certain things that I've done. I was with Javi the other day, and we were sitting on this, like, wall kind of thing, and we're sitting there, and just in the way that we were sitting, I was kind of leaning on him, and I was like, oh, this would be a cool picture, you know, and so kind of visualizing it, like how it must have looked to someone else. I'm a very visual person, so for me, when I'm shooting, it's really easy for me to show someone what I want them to do, and then look at what they're doing, and then put the other person where I want them. That's how I work. I see it in my head. I'm just a very visual person that way. But I don't always know exactly what I'm going to do before I start, and we just kind of work with it a little bit. But magazines, Vogue, InStyle, all those kinds of magazines that are very thick like this, with ads and things. I love those magazines because there's so much inspiration. I mean, you can flip open to these and you just get these, like, beautiful ads with, like, just different interactions and different posing and different kinds of things that you maybe wouldn't see in another magazine. I will rip things out, like even just this, just flipping through this. It's a beautiful picture, and I love that the focus is really on her eyes, but you see so much emotion even without seeing her whole face. I love that. And so I can look at this picture and I can say, what do I like about this? And that really gives me an idea of what it is that I want to shoot. And so I'll just flip through, I'll pull pages out and put them in a folder. I have a notebook that has a bunch of different ideas of things that I've pulled out that I put more stuff in. Sometimes I don't like an entire picture, but I like the feel behind the picture. Like this picture. This picture draws my attention, but I really hate her hand up here like this. This bugs me. So I might take that and say, well, what do I like about it? I like the fact that she fills the frame. I tend to like closer up, tighter pictures. I like the fact that I like the kind of warm tones to the picture. I like that she's showing emotion. She's got that little grin on her face, but it's kind of a joking grin. She's not like full on laughing. So there are things like that I just really like about certain pictures, but I don't always necessarily like the whole picture. And I wouldn't ever completely copy a picture unless that was the whole point of the shoot. If the whole point of the shoot was to recreate another shoot or another something, then okay, but I don't like to copy what other people do. I'm definitely inspired by what other people do, and I think that anyone who says that they're not, maybe doesn't realize that they are, but I think you just are. You're inspired by the things you see around you. You're inspired by other people's work. That's just the way it is. And so, but I wouldn't want to just outright copy it. And what I've found is, even if I try to copy a pose that somebody does, it never comes out the same. It's always my interpretation of that pose. And the couple that I'm working with, it's their interpretation of it, because my couple's personality is going to play into whatever I'm doing as well. So that has a big impact on it also. Something like this. I adore this picture. There's just something really cool about it. I don't know what it is, but as I look at it, I really like just the casual way that they're interacting. I like that the guy's just standing there like a guy does, and that the girl's kind of being flirty without being full-on flirty. She's just interacting with him with such a simple, just such a simple way about her. I like how her body shape is. It's very flattering. It's very elongating. I just think it's beautiful. That would be something that I would probably try to mimic, but I don't like that there's no emotion. They're just staring at each other. I don't like that. I wouldn't want to do something like that. I would probably have him move his hands a little bit. I don't typically like a guy with both his hands just hanging at his side. So there are things about that I would change. But that's where I get a lot of my inspiration from. As far as my style, I don't really think I could even like tell you what my style is because it's just me. It's just kind of an extension of who I am and what I like. And so it's hard to say, well, this is my style and give you 3 words to describe it. I like things that are real. I like things that are real and that are happy and that are fun. I don't want just a boring, stuffy picture, but I don't really have a quote-unquote style. I just shoot what I see. I think that I have a tendency to work with couples and people that are happy and in love, and that's my style. Happy and in love. As simple and cliched as that is, I just want to get what they actually are.